All right, day 7. We're 1 week in. Yeah, now we're almost getting to the fun part. So today what I want to do, well, first maybe a short recap. So in the past days, we actually started mapping out the URL structure. We did some competitor research. We figured out what keywords people are looking for. We defined the category pages. Based on this, today we're going to create the post templates. So we would have category pages. We would have single review pages. And basically what I just want to know is like what data are we actually going to structure in there? And then we kind of have everything complete before we can start building the directory. We would have one more episode, I think, on the actual design part. Like usually I just prompt it and then I use V0 to create components. I will show that in the episode as well. Because I'm definitely not a designer, so we're just gonna do some design inspiration with a website like Dribbble, and we just say like, okay, hey, we like these colors, please make style guidelines for the website, and we let V0 and Cursor do the rest. So today what I wanna do, I just wanna dive into all the single pages that we have, what kind of filters do we need in the overview pages, etc. I'm gonna use Claude again for this, so after the intro, I'm gonna open Claude and just ask a few questions, and then hopefully it can come up with a structure. And then in Excalidraw, we just make a very basic drawing on what content we post where. Yeah, I don't like asking for this, but if you're watching this, it would help a lot if you can subscribe. It helps for the algorithm. It helps for me being motivated. I'm still motivated after 7 days, and I'm going to finish the 60 days anyways, but I also feel that I can actually produce way better content. So I'm actually thinking to start doing content where I actually map out a proper topic and then go very in depth with how I would approach it. Maybe get an editor, because now it's all unedited. I just use the software to reduce some pauses and stuff. So yeah, if you're watching this, please subscribe, would help me a lot. And let's get into the episode. Okay, so we have this. I mapped it out a little bit. So we have the stays, we have dining, we have wellness, we have beach clubs, we have activities, and we have guides. And then for all of those, we have category pages. So if we want to filter for stays, we would have a page for stays with all the filters. But then if we click on a stay, that will be the single page. So maybe I can just quickly show you in Excalidraw what I mean. Here, so this page, stays, would for example be, this is the page. We have a hero section, and then we have a sidebar with navigation. And then we would have all the stays. And then the user can either, probably what we will do is just search bar here, something like that. And then underneath, what we will do is just add content here. And basically with the content, we will target some SEO keywords. So basically if it's saying best, or if it's a category page from stays, like best stays in Ubud, then we provide some information about Ubud, etc. So we're gonna open Claude and then we just start prompting and see what it comes back with. Okay, so we open Cursor. I hope it's big enough for you. I think it should be fine. Okay, so we use the extended mode, and then we're gonna use Super Whisper again to ask for the structure. Today we are mapping out the complete page structure and the arrangement. So we already predefined all the categories, the keywords, etc. So please refer first to the project knowledge. What I want you to help me with today is to map out the structure for the archive pages for the main categories, so stays, dining, beach clubs, etc. Then for the single pages for stays, dining, etc. Also take into account the filters we need on the archive pages, then potentially internal links we can put to different destination pages. So we can map out per page what we exactly need. So I can quickly draw it. Please also come up with like an SVG drawing or example, and then come up with H1, how should we structure the header, a hero. And so we need the hero, we need the filters, like what other H2s do we need on the specific pages, what information do we store there, and how do we pull this information from the database, just so that we have a very in-depth overview on what the developer should create, and also from a UI perspective on how we properly arrange it. I see it like something like booking.com, so we can take that as an example. But then we need, for the stay, we need some fields where we store our personal experience, because it will be a personalized website where we actually visit the stays and provide in-depth information in how the stay actually is. So I just want to make it very clear when I'm asking things that it's taking into account the developers, the design, and all the information we already stored in the project. Okay, so this is what it came back with. So for the archive page structure, so stays hotels, Ubud, it comes back with that we need an H1 header, so dynamic blah blah. So example will be luxury hotels in Ubud, Bali, beachfront villas in Seminyak, Bali. This is perfect. Subheading, count of filter listing, tagline, navigate pages table. Example, the score of 45 handpicked luxury hotels in Ubud with the personal reviews. That's okay. Probably I want to give it a slightly more personal touch in the future. I just like that it's dynamic, so we don't have to define a description for every single page. Search and filter will be, let me open this as well. So it creates, like, I'm definitely not a big fan of this, but it's good to have this inside. So filters, price, amenities, view type, room type, star rating, property size. I think for this, instead of star rating, maybe it's nice to have if it's family friendly, if it's, we can think of this later. Like we can adjust the filters later. For dining, price range, cuisine type, yes. Dining features, yes. Meal type, territory options, yes. I think that's good. For beach clubs, entry free, fee range. Features, music style, I think that's also good. For wellness treatment types, facility features, price range, also good. This also good. Map toggle, I think it will be nice to have the map. For the results, I like this. I was actually talking to my partner yesterday. We went for a staycation in Ubud, and I was like, oh, if we only add listings where we visited, it's limiting us, right? So I was thinking to maybe just scrape other listings and then indeed give it a badge if we actually visited it. So it's like a verified review from us. Popular dining categories, related, footer content includes. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so single listings. So stay, Four Seasons Resort Bali. So we have a hero image, H1, like resort in Ubud, Bali. This is good as well. This is good. Then we have the visited badge. Our experience, I think this is good. Portraits and key features, location, similar luxury hotels. And then they have rooms, amenities, location, reviews, FAQs. I think that's good. I'm not sure if I want the tab format. So I'm already going to say. For the single listing, I'm not 100% sure if I like the tab format. Maybe we should handle something like Airbnb, that it's just like a one-pager. And make like a nice hero with just the text and a short description. And then we show the imagery later. Maybe show one image in the hero, and then the rest of the images we show later under H2, including like a YouTube video or shorts that we created. Action buttons, book now, save, yes. Yeah, so I think I would like to change that. And also maybe for the category pages for stays, instead of we can keep star rating, but maybe we can add something like travel group, like that, where we can filter on gay friendly, family friendly, or good for singles. So they can filter there already. So if you can make those changes, would be great. So probably just gonna, hopefully it's gonna adjust this instead of creating a whole new file. But let's have a look at the rest. And there's a single listing, breadcrumbs. So breadcrumbs is basically in the top of the page. You can see how you navigated to that specific page. So you can easily navigate back. Listing name, subtitle, type and location, key property stats, star rating, location description, price range, review rating, count, calculate from reviews. I think that's good. Tab navigation, overview, rooms, amenities, location, reviews, FAQs. Personal experience. Our experience. I think it, especially because many travel websites, it's not personal. I think it's good if we give our personal touch. So when did we visit? Personal experience, highlights, recommendations, value assessment. Personal photos about, don't look at this design, like Claude is not great at making the designs, but it's better than, it's just to have a good impression on what we can do. Room section, room tab for stay only for each room, room name, description, room size, occupancy, media, yes, amenities, FAQs. So we can search in Google what people are looking for or take it from booking.com and then write our own answers, or maybe we can just even interview the staff and say like, okay, hey, people are actually asking this about your property. What's your advice? Okay, so now it's coming back with this. I like this better. Also, people can directly save and book it now. Then we give like the key takeaways, our personal experience, then the imagery, our video tour, key features, and then pricing. I like this better. Then archive page. Wow, this we just need to design. H1 listing name, that's good. Key stats, personal experience section, photo grid, video section, key features, additional content, property description, room and suite, home amenities, location, map reviews, FAQs. Now it's making all the filters. Okay. Okay, so this is looking good. Can you give a very detailed explanation and execution plan for how to structure all kinds of pages? So take into account all the other information in the project data that we have, and then just make a very in-depth implementation plan. Like, we don't need to add the database structure, etc. We already mapped this out. I just need a very detailed outline, explanation on how we are going to structure those pages and what's important to keep into account, so that the developers know, the designers know, and that the project manager can just delegate this to the right people in the project. So just make it very, very detailed. Okay, I'm just gonna let it do the work. Then once it's done, we're just gonna review it together. And in tomorrow's episode, we're just gonna do some design inspiration. And then the day after, with V0, it's basically a tool to create components. And we're gonna map out some components, and we're gonna set up the cursor project, and we're gonna set up the rest of the project, and then we can actually start building the directory. Okay, so let's see what it came back with. So it came back with global elements. So header, search, user controls, technical requirements, the footer, secondary footer, copyright information in terms of privacy link, sitemap link. That's fine. That's fine. Primary keyword plus secondary keyword plus Bali travel directory. Wow, we actually need to figure out the name still. Structured data. So I will go more in depth with this later. So basically, this is just a piece of JSON code that you can add to your page. And basically, you're making it easier for Google to understand what your page is about. Dynamic OG images based on featured content. This is basically that once you share an image, you see a preview, right? And you can actually dynamically generate this. So let's say we upload a picture of a hotel, we can add some text over it, and we don't have to manually create featured images. For the hero, full width background image slider. Don't think so. Large H1s go to best of Bali. This is for the homepage even. Category page implement. This is what I'm looking at. So H1 category name, place to stay in Bali. Subheading short description of category value. This is fine. Horizontal cards for subcategories. Hotels, villas, resort, understays. Yeah. So basically on that page, what I also want is, let's say here. So this is the stays. So this will show all the stays. What we will do add here, short like hotels, villas. What else did we have? Resorts and glamping. We'll put this in cards above. People can click it, and this will then navigate to the next page, which will be the hotels page, for example. So then we have the best hotels in Bali, and then this will be removed. Just so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. Then this is the single page, right? Yeah, category. So the implementation categories, layout 3x3, maybe even 3x4 are topics for this. Yes. Even I think what we can do later, if people want to promote, we can do featured listings, right? So on top here, so we would move this down, content, and then we could add like, let's say here, those two. I cannot select this one. I'll just duplicate this. Those can be featured listings, so people can promote. Let's say we have the best hotels in Seminyak, and the hotel in Seminyak is like, hey, can I be featured there? So we're not gonna do it as like add them to the top listings, but if they want to promote themselves on the website, that's fine. I think I need to discuss with my partner, but I think that should be okay. Then SEO content block. So we add some information about either the area or the cuisine or the whatever. Dining Italian, hotels in Bali. I think this is all fine. Guides, travel guides. Then we have different categories. We'll map that out later. So this again, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy paste it, go back to the project, add text content, and this is the page structure document. Edit there, and then also here, we edit here, information for the website, page structure document. And actually maybe, because today's episode is quite short, and I'm doing this quickly now. I just want to start building, and then on the way, we probably figure out that some things need improvement, and then we can change it along the way. But maybe what we can do in today's episode is just go to Dribbble and let's say travel website. Just do some inspiration. Like I think for the navigational content, like the overview page and whatever, I want to just have it like Airbnb. Like this is just nice, and then we can have a badge here if we actually visited it. Just I'm not sure what travel websites really look like. I once consulted for a property company in Miami, but that's completely different. I think we need some personal touch. I don't like orange for a travel website. I don't know why. Maybe if you're watching this and I didn't start yet, maybe you have some good inspiration. I like this color palette. Just gonna add it in here, day 7. Also discuss it with my partner because it's also gonna be her website, obviously. I just like the color palette. I wanna create something clean, but also like personal, if that makes sense. This color palette, also nice. Copy image. I'm just gonna store it in here so that we can, because what you can do later with V0 is you can say like, okay, hey, I like this color palette. Please use this to create the website. Or if you guys know any other website than Dribbble to do some inspiration, also please let me know. I kind of like this as well. I'm just gonna make a combination of a few things. Like I don't wanna put too much time in. Actually, I don't want to put any time in design. I just want to get all the data out there and then start building. That's what I'm most excited for. Maybe cute as well. Like it needs to be not cute. This maybe like this color palette. Not per se cute, but like I think people need to be able to relate. Like Airbnb is like more corporate. Like it needs to have like this personal touch. Like, hey, Robin and Grace. Grace is the name of my partner. Visited this place. This is their experience. So it needs to have some personal vibe. This is like, wait, let's say I'm gonna check one more page, and if I don't see anything that like really stands out, I'm like, whatever, we're just gonna figure it out on the way, and we can always tweak it as well. I just wanna get going. I'm just gonna copy it. I should have actually copied the links. I will just add the links later. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I think after today the episodes are gonna be longer. Tomorrow we're gonna set up Cursor, including all the Cursor rules. We're gonna set up V0, set up the branding guidelines. Then we're gonna import all the information that we stored in Claude, in Cursor. And then we're gonna map out the proper project. And it's like, okay, do it step by step. And then we're gonna start developing the platform. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm excited to finally get started. Just this whole planning stuff, it's not really the things that I like doing. I just think that for this project, it's a very good to do. Also maybe good for you guys to understand how I approach those things. Yeah, if you like my content, please subscribe. It would really help me out, or leave a comment with either positive or negative feedback. I'm open to both. I'm here to learn. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have an amazing day and see you guys tomorrow when we actually start building the project. Cheers, guys.